Hi Libra, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you found me and thank you for being here. Hi and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I love waking up and seeing the channel growing every day. I'm not really good at acknowledging y'all being here from video to video, but I do notice it and I am glad that you're here. So Libra, this is your 2017 August Tarot Scope video where I am going to talk a little bit about the astrology and pull some cards for you and try to give you the best information that I can for your decision-making processes throughout the month. Sorry about it being delivered so late. I thought that these videos had been fully uploaded and ready to go. But somewhere along the way, two of my videos got lost in translation. The Aries video and the Libra video, my last two videos of this August series. So I apologize for it being out later than I intended. Mercury is retrograde now, y'all, so sorry. On the 7th of the month, we experienced a lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aquarius that also had an impact on fixed signs from 10 to 15 degrees. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. In Libra, this lunar eclipse occurred for you in the 5th house. Lunar eclipses are associated with chapters endings, culminations, resolutions, endings that you didn't have a say in how things went, and can also be tied to feminine energy as well. This occurred for Libra rising in the 5th house. The 5th house is the house that's traditionally ruled by Leo. That's the house where I say it's the house of sparks, the spark of love, the spark of life, the spark of creation. It deals with where you create your babies. It's where those babies are born, or the life force is born in them. They aren't actually physically born in the 5th house. It's where you meet your lover and you fall in love. It's where you go to hang out with your friends. It's your social circle. It's your pleasure seeking. It's your creative drive. I also think of it as the place where you have the most skin in the game, and it's also literally where your DNA is. So, lunar eclipse, 5th house on the 7th of the month. Now, on the 12th of the month, Mercury, the planet of thought, movement, and communication, went retrograde in Virgo. Virgo is your 12th house. The 12th house it's a really difficult house to try to describe because of the darkness associated with it. And what I mean by that is like subconscious thoughts. It's also secrets that you don't know about, or secrets that you keep from yourself through like repression. It's the dream space. It's secret enemies. It's your self-undoing. It's limitations, and it's also a karmic house. So Mercury going retrograde in the 12th house could be that you're rethinking about things that have long since been hidden or kept away, or you may be hearing about secrets that have been hidden for a long time and it's coming out now. Mercury will go direct on September the 5th at the solar eclipse point, so you'll get to reassess what you're finding out. That's the good thing about Mercury going retrograde. It gives us an opportunity to reflect on some of the things that's gone on that maybe we need more time to think about, or to renegotiate or redo. Anytime a planet is retrograde, it's a good time to anything. Now, on the 21st of the month, we've got a solar eclipse in Leo at 28 degrees, and this will impact 24 to 30 degrees of the fixed signs. So if you have any planets at these degrees, if your angles, your IC, your ascendant, your MC, your descendant, if you're an astrology nerd, you know what those are. If your angles are at those degrees, also very important. If it impacts your sun, moon, or rising, very important. Gonna feel it. Solar eclipses are associated with beginnings, new chapters, new life force, new breath being breathed into the house where the solar eclipse is occurring. Solar eclipses are also associated with male or masculine energy. This is, like I said, impacting 24 to 30 degrees of the fixed signs. This is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It will also impact 0 to 4 degrees of the mutable signs, and that is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. And another thing, Libra, if you happen to know any Virgos or Geminis, give them a little bit of extra time. Be a little bit more lenient with them, because their ruling planet is going backwards in the sky from our perspective on Earth. So they're having a little bit of a difficult time with all things thought, movement, and communication considered. The solar eclipse is occurring in the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of your friends, groups, memberships, teams, and associations that you belong to. It's also your bucket list. It's your future wishes, goals, and dreams. The 11th house also rules the internet. So, interesting things of note there for you, Libra. Let me go ahead and start shuffling my tarot deck for you now. For my Libra viewers and friends for August 2017. I'm recording this video in West Monroe because the lunar eclipse manifested some things in my 4th house of home and family that indicated I needed to come back to the other side of the state to be closer to my children. Alright. I'm going to cut. Bottom card represents the underlying theme or overarching energy. The top 3 are for clarity, and if you need a time frame associated, we can go past, present, future. I'm going to shuffle for you from the Illuminated Tarot deck by Caitlin Keegan. This is a multi-purpose deck. It can be used as a playing card deck and also a tarot deck. She took the major arcana and reduced them into the minor arcana, so some of these cards have dual purpose meanings as well. If any of those cards fall, I'll do my best to give you the information associated with them. Okay, you had a card or 2 fly out. You had 2 cards fly out. So what I'm going to do now is cut the deck and take the top card from there. And now the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck I'm shuffling for y'all. Okay, you had a card fly out, so I'm going to cut the deck and grab one more card. And there's the top card from that deck. Now what I'm going to do, Libra, is hit the pause button. I'm going to flip these cards over, look at my astrology notes, and also meditate over the cards, and I'll do my best to bring forth the most important messages and information that I can glean from what I see for you. Hang tight, y'all. I'll be right back. Hi, Libra. I'm back with your cards, so let's go ahead and get started. The underlying theme or overarching energy for this spread was the Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is an intuitive, psychic, compassionate, and empathetic individual. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female, but it is representing as female because of the Queen status. Also able to see through things, can see past things. Cups dealing with water sign energy. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This woman is, or if it is a woman, this individual is very influential and also very authentic. Can be calm, intuitive, and compassionate, but her posture is looking towards the past, so it could be that she is reflecting on the past situation. This is the underlying theme or overarching energy, so it is a reflection of the past, possibly a past relationship with a female water sign, or possibly your mom, or a mother type energy, but posture is reflecting towards the past. The card that fell in the past position has also got a posture that is reflecting towards the past. It's the Page of Swords. So this Mercury retrograde that's going on for you in the 12th house is giving you an opportunity to reflect on things, and the cards are indicating that you are in one way or another reflecting. It may just be in the dream state. It would also be a really good time for you to keep a dream journal. That's something I didn't indicate before, but whenever you've got Mercury going retrograde in your dream space, the 12th house, your dreams may be really, really crazy, and you may need to keep a dream journal and go back and read it once Mercury goes direct, and it may give you more insight as to what was going on inside of your mind. But this Page of Swords is reflective of a message or messenger, also indicative of air sign energy. The air signs are, again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This character or energy is curious and energetic, once again looking towards the past. Also pay attention to the cloud up here around his head. I think it's indicating that Mercury retrograde may have you, you may have the facts wrong. It may be a little cloudy. You may be foggy-headed. You may need to go back and reassess something, or it's not clear to you, and clarity will come. Ready to defend themselves, though. Ready to defend themselves. The card that fell in the present situation for you is the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups speaks to the 7th house on the astrological wheel. That house is the house of Libra traditionally. It is the house of your partnerships and relationships, and how you identify who you are as an individual through those relationships and through those interactions with those people. It's also the house of open enemies and counseling. Open enemies are people that I would consider that you have an open beef with. It's someone that you would also testify against in an open court of law. I also see an open enemy as someone who you would argue with in an online forum where other people could see the argument happening in real time or close to real time, someplace like Facebook or a Twitter war or something to that effect. This card, the number 7, also speaks to the theme of faith, and it can represent illusion, fantasy, or imagination. The cups again representing water sign energy. The water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This individual has been kept in the dark, or you are being kept in the dark. It could be you, it could be someone around you, or it could be a situation that is going to be revealed to you. All of those things are applicable. The 7th house is undergoing a pretty impactful transit. It's a very shocking transit. The planet Uranus is going through the 7th house for you, Libra, and that's Uranus represents shocks and surprises, liberations, changes, and rebellion. I definitely see this as a card of counting your chickens before your eggs hatch. I also see this as having too many options, or being presented with too many things and not having a discerning eye or an editing eye and seeing where the best opportunity lies. Also see this as too many distractions as well. Could be a lot of shocks and surprises in that 7th house, dealing with your partnerships and your relationships, also dealing with your open enemies, dealing with counseling. And it could be that with Uranus transiting through that 7th house, for you, Libra, that's the house of Aries. And Aries rules the head, so you could be dealing with shocks and surprises to the head, changes or liberation in the head, complete thought changes, complete mind changes, complete brain changes. I went through my own personal Uranus and Aries situation. I'm suffering with the after effects of surviving a near-death house fire in the middle of the night. It is by God's grace that I am here. But yeah. This is a shock. This is a surprise. This is being caught off guard. This is also being illuminated to something that you may have been in the dark about, or something you've been keeping someone else in the dark about. They're going to see it as well. And I feel like that's going to be tied to or revolving, surrounding around this Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles deals with the theme of potential, and the hand is extended towards the future position. So I feel like this is something that will be continuing on for you. I really feel like this is, for me, it looks like the sun in the hand, right? So I would read this as the new moon seedling that will be occurring on the same day as the solar eclipse. It's a new moon solar eclipse. This is occurring in your 11th house, and that's the house of your friends, groups, memberships, teams, and associations that you belong to. It's dealing with the internet. You may be starting a new job surrounded by new people. It may be an internet-based job or an internet tech job. It could be an at-home business, kind of like what this is, kind of like what, other readers do. Or it could just be that you're getting some new life in that house of your friends, groups, memberships, teams, and associations. But the solar eclipse is definitely bringing some new growth and some new life force energy in there, and it's coming to you by virtue of the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles deals with, again, potential and manifestation and prosperity, and the best time to think in the themes of manifestation is during the new moon. New moon solar eclipse, that's like a new moon jacked up on steroids 30 times over. Would be a good time for you to put that intention out there for your friends, for your groups, for your memberships, teams, or associations, or your dealings with the internet. Now, I did the tarot math on this. You had one card that had a number association with it, and that was the Seven of Cups. The 7, again, is where Uranus is doing that transit of shocks and surprises, changes, liberation in that 7th house. Could be dealing with an Aries, because that's where Uranus is actually transiting through, the sign of Aries. But it could also be reflecting on an Aries and what they've gone through and how shocking and surprising it's been and how different it has made this person. I know that this is the case for the Libra rising in my life. My fiance is a Libra rising, and this is very indicative of what he's experienced with the growth that I've gone through. It's been a lot of reflecting on the other end of things, but seeing the growth, going back and retracing and seeing what's gone on, and then seeing where it's leading. This started out as just my need to get the information out, because all of my friends and the people who I love looked at me like I was crazy when I was talking about Mercury station retrograde and Uranus in the sky and Saturn and its rings, and they looked at me like I was crazy. So this channel was born out of my need to just get the information out there, and it has grown into something far larger than I could have ever dreamed or imagined. But I did it on a new moon in Taurus, and that just happens to be my moon sign. There's been tremendous growth. So, from the Illuminated Tarot deck, I pulled for you one card because 2 flew out of the deck. The first of those 2 is the 6 of Diamonds, which should also speak to the 6 of Pentacles. This card represents charity, harmony, and cooperation. It looks like it's each of the pentacles are like charger plates at a buffet or a banquet setting where people are sitting down and celebrating and eating and being charitable. But the 6 of Pentacles is it deals with the theme of growth, and it also speaks to the idea of charity and generosity and giving benevolently without thinking of yourself, being generous and not necessarily being concerned with what it's going to cost you, because you see the good that comes from it. Pentacles representing earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Remember, Virgo is hosting that Mercury retrograde, so any Virgos out there may be having a difficult time with their thoughts, movement, or communication. Secondary card that I pulled for you, or that actually fell out of the deck for you, is the 10 of Clubs card, and this deals with responsibility and burden. It also speaks to the 10 of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The 10 speaks to the theme of completion. It also speaks to burdens and responsibility. Being overburdened and feeling like someone maybe doesn't have your back. The final card, and this was the card that I pulled for you, is the 5 of Diamonds, and that can be the 5 of Pentacles, which the 5 deals with the theme of adversity. It also is a card of insecurity, poverty, and worry. But this card also speaks to the Hierophant card. This is one of those dual purpose cards. And the Hierophant deals with tradition, spiritual authority. It could also deal with deception, and it represents the zodiac sign of Taurus. The Rider-Waite associations are that it represents Taurus and it deals with determination. It also deals with moral development and spiritual development, a search for meaning, and dealing with authority figures in your world. I also see the Hierophant card as a card of bureaucracy, where there has to be an application process. There has to be people that approve it. Whatever it is, it has to go through different hands. It's not just a one person. It's not a one-stop shop. You don't go to one person and they make that decision. There has to be a decision-making process, and more than one person usually has their finger in that situation. Now, the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle cards that I pulled for you, the first is the Lapis Lazuli card. This card deals with insight, honesty, and regality. It can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the third eye chakra. Lapis Lazuli brings good fortune, luck, and a regal sensibility, invoking your inner king or queen. You have pulled this card because you need a reminder to walk with your head held high in body, mind, and spirit. Meditate with Lapis Lazuli to invoke a spirit of confidence, to connect deeply to your past lives, and to speak your truth with assurance. Speaking your truth in love. And Leo is known as the king or queen of the zodiac. So embrace your inner king or queen in this new moon solar eclipse energy that we'll be facing on the 21st. Bask in those sun rays and employ the king or queen that you are to help embody that energy in you. The second card that was pulled for you is the Azurite with Malachite card. It deals with confidence and psychic ability. It can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the third eye chakra. Azurite with Malachite awakens your inner goddess, invoking poise and self-assurance while raising your intuition. You've pulled this card because the universe is sensing your need for a confidence boost along with a boost in psychic attunement. So meditate with Azurite with Malachite to trust your instincts, deepen clairvoyance, and release any doubt about what you're feeling. That's what I've got for you, Libra. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I do hope that you're well. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. I'm going to be around near the solar eclipse to pull some cards for us. Still trying to decide if that's going to be a streamed event or not. How exactly I'm going to break that down, I'm not sure yet, but I will go as I am led. Please take care of yourself, Libra, and please be kind to yourself. Save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through private battles in our world that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. I'll see you soon. I do hope that you're well. I'm sending you love. Take care. Namaste. And bye, Libra. I love y'all.